I like it. It fits.
It fit right in there, didn't it?
Today, we're working on the old giveaway Coronet car. We're going to get the 440 all put together and put in this car. See if we can get it hooked up, ready to go. Let's get going. All right, that's, anyone else sick of winter? I mean, this sucks. We're trying to get a motor put in this car. It snowed on us. We don't want all the water in here, so we're leaf blowing this thing. Well, Randall's leaf blowing this thing off so that we don't have as much water in here. It's a little bit wet snow though, and it don't want to just blow off. Dang thing. All right, so valve covers got here, but we're minus gaskets. So me and Randall are gonna make a trip to Kanab. Snowed a whole bunch outside last night. That snow falling off the shop right there. We'll go get some valve cover gaskets, and then we're gonna poke this motor back in this car. Stay tuned. Got us a pile of parts. Well, not a pile, but some oil and some gaskets. We'll go put them on. All right, so we didn't get everything that we need, but we got enough of it. So we'll go home and try to get a motor bolted back in a car, get a tranny hook to it. Be one step closer to firing this thing up.
This is the way Paul makes lunch.
Yep. Gotta keep the editor-in-chief happy, and she likes these things for some unknown reason. So I'm taking them to her. She'll be happy. Well, we're home. We'll put a motor in. See if we can make a 65 Coronet make some noise. We ain't gonna do today, but it's gonna be way closer today than it was yesterday. Alright, we are, these are chrome valve covers, as you can see. That's a pretty stupid statement, but chrome leaks, so we're putting a little silicone on it, and then we'll glue the gasket to it so that we don't have any leaking issues with our valve covers, because nobody likes a leaker. Slap that on. How do you get this stuff everywhere? I don't understand it. As soon as you open it, everywhere. Let's put some bolts in it and call her good. Guaranteed to leak at some point. That's how those work. Okay, snuggish. Think we can bolt some motor mounts on it. Slap this thing in the car.
Got one, but what I'm doing is replacing the shocks with the new ones. Hopefully they'll fit.
Those are junk.
Those ones are spent, huh?
Yeah.
A little oil in this thing. This is high zinc oil, but we're still going to put some zinc additive in this thing too before we fire it up. But figured it's sitting here, I might as well pour it in while we got it, and then I don't spill it or mess it up somewhere. What the world?
Everybody
I
act
didn't know
busy.
Michelle came out when it snowed. I thought she was...
Look at me.
Everybody act busy. The boss is here.
That's a pretty little motor you got there.
It's a pretty little motor. I hope it runs.
Is that for the car?
That's for the car. Alright.
You need to unbolt that.
Yep, get a 9/16 on the impacker. You like it? I like it. I like it, it fits.
It fit right in there, didn't it?
I think the oil pan looks like it may be a little close-ish down there, but it's too hard to tell at this point in time. Don't worry, I got this.
They fit?
That one did.
I never asked. Perfect.
You never volunteered. Let me tell you a secret. When you're the peon on a job, you take the shovel out of the foreman's hand and work your tail off. So that one day you get to be the foreman instead of the peon your whole life. See, I'm still the peon. I'm twisting bolts on. Once upon a time, I had a wobbly socket and it didn't work.
Sounds like you're just stripping bolts.
Hey. Well, whoever wins this car gets a 9/16 socket.
Coming
I don't
off,
know if
huh?
that's ever coming out of there. Ow!
Got it.
Nope, got the extension and some skin missing. Got it.
Now you got it.
Don't get my socket after all.
That skin clearance helped you get the rest of it, right?
Yep, self-clearance of my knuckle is what it did. It's
Oh,
just
yeah.
just one of those things. Oh yeah, that motor fits just like it was supposed to fit in there. Motor's in, dude. Jump in, fire it up, Grade.
Wait, what?
I'm just
I was
kidding.
about to be like,
We're a long ways from firing her up.
Tranny
Transmission's
horse starter.
sitting over there. We're about to bust into that whole new category. First of all, we gotta pull that tranny, tip it upside down, pull the pan. See if it's good. If it's good, we're gambling that it's good. We're gonna throw a filter and a pan gasket in it and stuff it in this thing. He said it was running, driving when he took it out. Worked then, why wouldn't it work now? That's what I say. Maybe this is why I have bad luck. I create my own luck.
Or
It's
you
terrible.
just buy really crappy parts.
Throw him out of here.
I mean,
It is trash on Dad Day. I
He's
think,
having
down
one of
there.
those days. Throw him out of here.
That's looking good in there, man.
It does look good in there. That orange really offsets it.
That Chevy orange is what's going to bring home the victory here, I'm feeling.
You know who picked out the paint? I did.
Yeah, so all you Mopar guys that are hating on me, Landon.
There's the culprit right there.
I sent him to the store and said, hey, why don't you get us some paint for this motor? And he comes back with Chevrolet orange. Chevy runs deep, that's all I can say.
Pretty good kid, really.
Yeah, we're giving this Chrysler every chance to run like a Chevy it has.
maybe.
Just kidding, I'm actually a Mopar guy.
You might just.
I really like these things. I build a bunch of them. They're the 440 it runs RPMs. Back in the day, it did run circles around the 454 and the 396, so I like them. I give them grief, but I like them. Even though they cost 3 times as much to build as a Chevy, I still like them.
You He-Man that up there by yourself while I was out getting one?
I did. I'm tougher than boiled owl crap.
Pretty
tough.
Pretty tough.
That is something that's, well, that's the shim, starter shim. Let's gut this pig. See what she looks like. Oh yeah. This is a small converter. This has got something going on. Anyone on the videos know what this LS lockup means? I've never seen that before. This tranny is gonna be good to go, boys.
You're calling it right now, huh?
Yeah, it's good. That thing's, it's had better days. That right there is a little tweakified. We're gonna try to untweakify it, if that's a word. Didn't even know I was that good. But here I am killing it. When I tip this over on its side, you try to catch most of the oil. It's gonna spill. Well, if I don't drop this tranny on you, you are. That wasn't too bad. You know what I like the best about it?
What?
It wasn't much water. And it's been sitting outside for a long while with
That
nothing.
should look like bright red.
is for all of the marbles.
Someone's glued her on. They didn't want that one to leak. All right, let's investigate. This tells all the tells of the tape. I'm okay with that. I'm perfectly happy with this transmission. She'll do burnouts. Phillips screwdriver land and the scrapey thingy. You know, we've promised lots of burnouts in the past. We haven't followed through with them very well. But if this car runs halfway decent, we shall fulfill our promise on the burnouts. We need to make sure, not that I don't trust auto parts stores, but I just don't trust auto parts stores. Mostly because, I don't know, out of the 9 things we've got today, 2 of them were right. Okay.
Alright, that's
We do have a filter.
decent.
There's 2 different pan gasket options. That is the right pan gasket option right there.
What's that?
So all the years that I ran derbies, whenever I ran one of these 727s, never had transmission troubles. They're pretty bulletproof. You don't have to run a tranny cooler on them. They're just tough. That dirt that's falling in there, that just helps.
That gives it more torque.
Oh yeah, more traction, ability and stuff. Get the air blower, man.
Didn't you have it?
I put it back, like you do with tools once you use them. We're working on that with him.
Hey,
It's a hard concept.
it's not me that you should be working with, it's Jay.
I know. It's the not me again. He frequents our shop. We are currently on the running out end of that. Watch yourself going for it.
Oh, and he banks it in for the win!
That's right. I'm a free agent. If you are looking to sign anyone, I may be interested. Slippery little suckers. Name that movie. Put her in the comments, people, if you can tell Randall what movie that was off of.
I've heard it before, but
Randall
I can't,
may not have even been alive.
I can't bring that one to recollection.
Yeah, you may not have even been alive, Randall.
Like sipping for gold. Can't see what you're doing. Cool. Got it.
We still got lots of work by the time we get tranny in it, driveline sorted, exhaust built, brakes bled and sorted. We've got some work yet ahead of us here. Son of a
What?
gun. Son of a gun.
All I have to do is just take a couple bolts off the pan and stuff under.
Do we do it nice? Cause we do it twice. Okay. Well,
Let's try this again, huh?
we're professionals at it now. There she is. Torque converter, and she is ready to go in. That's the clunks I was after. She's in. Yep, that is the piece that we needed. That goes down on here. Runs that. Whoop, 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 whoop.
What's
It's a
that?
kick down. Where transmissions live. We're tapped. How's that?
Better.
Papa Darn! We should call you the one-armed bandit. Take over Brent's slogan.
Well, we'll be in a little while.
Yeah? When they got you scheduled up?
They don't yet.
Oh, they don't, huh? Papa Dar fell down rock crawling Saturday and smoked his rotator cuff in his shoulder, so.
It is tore?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My elbow, this
Okay.
part works, but get the other up, I have to
Alright.
lift it with the other hand.
Ah, geez, that sucks. Them just won't line up at all, huh?
Not so much you'd notice, really. I think this is for a 904 tranny instead of a 727. Once again, it's not a Chevrolet. Nothing interchanges. We're calculating here of what we can do. All right, so I'll show you what we got going on. That there bolt hole is supposed to line up with that there bolt hole.
And they don't.
They don't. So now we gotta find a flywheel that'll bolt up to that, or we take the torque converter out of that other one and throw in it. That's what we do. All right, so the crushing blow of the wrong torque converter flywheel combo took the wind out of our sails, and we'll continue this project tomorrow. Jay showed up down the shop. He was crawling his little rock crawler over my wood pile here, so we just been staring at that for like 10 minutes, and I've just decided that's enough for today. There's always tomorrow. All right, it's morning time again, and I've been down here cranking away. Tranny's back out. That's the torque converter I'm going to use. That one's coming out. We'll get this thing stuffed back in there and hooked up. See if we can't get some exhaust on this thing today. All right, trans is back in this thing. The right torque converter's in it. Something felt funny putting the torque converter in. I don't know, it's gonna develop. We'll see what it is. Task at hand now, these exhaust studs. They have to come out so I can get the headers up in there. Probably should have pulled them out when it was way easier, but I didn't, so struggling now. I've got one of them out. 2 more to go on this side. All right, I didn't bore you with getting these studs out. They're a pain. I still have 2 over here that are whipping my butt. Gonna end up welding some nuts on those ones. But I decided to see if the headers fit. This side fits like a glove. We're gonna drop this gasket down in there, and then we can bolt this side up. Throw the other bolts in it, and this side's whipped, and then I'll fix the other side. New development. The headers and the starter won't fit together. They're not playing nice. So I have to get a small gear reduction starter because this big old heifer won't fit in there. So we're gonna go ahead and turn this brake booster. It got installed upside down. We're gonna turn that over real quick, and then we're gonna put the headers on it and build some exhausts out. Just the stuff that we can do still, because my starter won't be here for a while, so we're gonna have to wait to hear this thing run, but we'll get everything else we can done on it. We'll do some exhaust here shortly. So we just got us a delivery today. We went and picked her up in the old Toyota. Ours Jeep ought to have some traction here. BFG crawlers, good stuff. Okay, so this is a motorhome 440. I didn't realize the water pumps were different. Water pump comes off the wrong side. Had to order a different housing that actually comes off this side and down. So we're learning lots of stuff, but we'll get it. We do have the right radiator at least. So we're missing some key components as of yet, but we're getting closer. So this is like I'm going 4th time that I've had this header on and off. But we've got those problems solved. I just need a different starter. Probably there was a whole bunch of Mopar guys sitting back watching me at first thinking, he's gonna need a different starter. That's never gonna work. Don't worry, I'm a slow learner, but I learned. Now we're just gonna bolt the headers on, build the exhaust out the back, so that when I finally do get a starter and a water pump, we can hear this thing. So we'll bolt headers up, and then we'll take you along on the exhaust bending journey. It should be pretty easy, really. Pretty straightforward setup what we got going. Just dual 2.5 inch Flowmasters out the back. probably gonna put an H pipe or an X pipe or something in it. It would have been smarter to take this out earlier. Oh yeah, there's that. Alright, the reason we're putting an adapter on it is because we're running a quadrajet on this thing, and they are not a spread bore. So I gotta have this adapter to hook it up to. So I already have a quadrajet that is built and jetted and everything for a 440, so should be good to go. It should run pretty fair. We'll just run it with the old velocity stack and all on there.
I don't know if it's gonna
I don't think that'll fit under the
fit
hood.
under the hood.
Dang it. A thinner gascatero. Hopefully the hood's gonna shut. But this is the wrong. No, it'll fit. That's bad. We'll straighten that out. Try to get it to seal. Alright, does it look like the hood is gonna clear? Question of the day. Oh yeah, she's gonna clear. I think it's gonna work. There's that. Now we just gotta button it all up. We're gonna lift it up and put some exhaust pipes on if we can, see if we can get that run. Alright, hood is back on. Not like it's gonna run, but hood's on it anyway. We're getting some parts put back in. It looks good until you start looking close and see all the parts and pieces I'm missing, but really we're gonna see clearance right here and see if this. Oh yeah. She's gonna clear. She's a little snug under there, but I think it's gonna be good. All right, we got the motor built, put in this. We found a bunch of problems, you can say. We don't have the right water pump. The starter wouldn't work with the header. Just some stuff that we're gonna deal with, but we don't have parts. So this is as far as we got with it to this stage. So it's coming along. Everything's gonna work. We'll make her run. Thanks for watching.